Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise and worship to our power, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostle, elders, and bishop, great millstone. Peace, citation to the whole elect, 144,000, the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI will have mercy on these perilous times. All right, and what I saw this interesting, Dabu 7 uploaded it into like a demon face in the clouds, man. Right, like a demon. Okay. It looked like a demon even right here. Okay, you can see the eye right here. Okay, right there, and then you see the mouth. Okay, and even right here you see the demon, the mouth, the eyes where the light is at, and the eyes where the white cloud is at. Okay, this is a still or a clip of the bombing on the Iranian nuclear facility, which were particular bombs. I forgot the name of the bombs. There's particular bombs that they use to pelt underground facilities. Okay, because how else would you know that the attack was done correctly without being on the ground itself? Okay, so something also I found interesting, all right, pertaining to this bombing is today's date. So what I did was I typed into ChatGPT, and I typed in world events that happened on June 21st, and then gave me a list of things, as you can see here. And then I typed in what major events happened on June 21st. Then it gave me key historical events. Okay, and then I also typed in maybe that's it. And these are the results. These are the results that came up. I'm gonna go to this one. Okay, it says 1779. Spain formally declares war on Great Britain, aligning with the American Revolution. This also took place on this date, June 21st, and this is today where Trump announces June 21st, as you can see here at the bottom, 2025, that they also what declared, or not declared war, well basically declared war, but excuse me, has shot missiles onto Iranian territory. Okay, which all the warnings from Iran and its allies have went out not to do so. And then Trump also said that he was gonna be figuring out what his next move would be in 2 weeks, and you see that he didn't even honor that, and it happened sooner than that. But I thought that fascinating. Right, key historical events. In 1779, Spain formally declares war on Great Britain, aligning with the American Revolution. Right, and we can read about, matter of fact, I'm gonna do this for you. The American Revolution was a political and military conflict in which the 13 American colonies broke away from British rule and formed an independent nation, the United States of America. Okay, and we just went into this at our studies, dealing with the taxation, what led up to the taxation, the Boston Tea Party and all that. Oh yeah, see, it's right there. It says the Stamp Act, the Tea Act. Okay, all these different things is small events that led up to the bigger event. Okay, all right, and then which led to the wars between the 13 colonies. Okay, breaking off from the British dominance, if you will. Okay, like there you go, Boston Tea Party, First Continental Congress, and all these things. So I found that interesting, how Spain formally declared war on Great Britain, right? Because it says the dates. Here are the dates again: 1775 through 1783. Okay. Start: Battle of Lexington and Concord, and treaty. Because again, war starts at an earlier date than the dramatic end results, right? War starts, like World War III has already started. It's been started. It's just that when it reaches American soil, we're approaching the end of it. I'm talking about bloodshed, and once you start seeing, I remember I had a dream about a Chinese dragon flying in America. Okay, I had a dream a Chinese flag flew into America. You see, and that symbolized one of the allies that we read about earlier, right? Which China, here you go, right? Strategic partners, military and economic cooperation. China, Iran, and Syria. China, no limit strategic partnership since 2022. Deep cooperation economically and militarily. China buys large quantities of Russian energy, helps sustain its economy amid sanctions. So these are strategic partners. They're very important to Russia's existence, dominance, right? As far as economy and military, the two things that matter when it comes to running a country. Okay, and I saw a Chinese dragon flying in America, man, symbolizing that we were close to an attack on America, man. All right, did a lesson on that probably like last year, I think. Okay, and I also found this interesting. When you go down, another thing that took place on June 21st, 1942, warfare and mass violence, fall of Tobruk, World War II. Location Libya, date June 21st, 1942. Location Libya, North Africa. Event: Axis forces under German General Erwin Rommel captured the port of city of Tobruk from British and Commonwealth forces. Casualties: around 33,000 Allied troops surrendered, and the defeat was a major blow to British morale. Okay, and I thought that was to be fascinating because when you go down, and it tell you different things. Okay, like these are the what you see on the left says under event. These are the different bullet points. Chat GPT bullet points everything, and these are the different bullet points of things. Other things I typed in what major events happened on June 21st, and I thought I typed in another one, but and there's another one. The Battle of Bannockburn begins Robert the Bruce leads Scotland to a decisive victory over English in the First War of Scottish Independence. Okay, so this means that we need to prepare, obviously spiritually, mentally, but this just prepare for something big to happen next. Probably next week, probably tomorrow, probably tonight. It says summary, right? So again, I typed in what major events took place. It gave a list. These are the lists. It said these are the bullet points: fall of Tobruk, civil rights murders, Heron massacre, migrant boat disaster, tornadoes, Yeti airline crash, and Winnipeg strike violence. Okay, now let's go over the type. Now this was also I found interesting. The type, it categorized it as these: military, hate crime, labor violence, maritime tragedy, natural disaster, aviation, and civil unrest. Bro, these all are things that has been taking place within the last week or month. You just had you had the plane crashes, dealing with the aviation, the natural disaster shit. It was just an earthquake in Iran, Iran a day or two ago, or today, one of the last couple of days, 5 point something earthquake, right? See. Yeah, 5.1 earthquake struck northern Iran today, Friday, June 20th. So yesterday. Okay. It says okay. Natural disasters. When you go to this art, when it popped up, I didn't screenshot it, I guess. When it popped up, it has said natural or man-made. That's what you've been seeing, the earthquakes and the bro, the all type of stuff, the fires, all that, right? Maritime. Maritime connected with the sea, especially in relation to seafaring, commercial, or military activity. And that's what you've been seeing. Military activity in the waters, man. Labor violence, right? You've been seeing, we haven't seen labor violence yet, but something could spark here soon. Because U.S. attacking Iran nuclear facility is going to affect the oil to some degree, which can possibly bring in labor violence, okay, the lack thereof, okay, and so forth, or the want, okay, can increase the mind of the people while they're working, pertaining to stress, okay, and what is it? Oppression, which can turn to labor violence, hate crimes, military. And these are all things pertaining to the times we're currently living in. And these events all happened to some degree on June 21st and their respective dates. Okay. So I thought that was also interesting as well. Okay. Especially this one. Okay, dealing with damn, where's it at? Yeah, this one, 1779, right, which is the Declaration. Not the Declaration, but dealing with the Revolutionary War. Spain formally declares war on Great Britain, aligning with the American Revolution. And again, another one I found interesting was this: the demon face over the so-called Middle East. Okay, this was a ritual. This was a sacrifice. Okay, so prepare for retaliation. Okay, prepare for retaliation. Okay. 2 Ezra 16:1, woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Okay. Guard up your selves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it have begun to burn? May one turn again the sorrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from its wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Okay, and this is what we see. Okay, this is what we see going on. All right, we're seeing YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI working the work, man. Okay, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning, 18, 2nd Ezra 16, 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. And this is the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. That's what you're about to see. The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, bad times. Evil means time, ill means bad. Bad times. What shall I do when these evils, bad times shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, right, for reproof and correction. But for all these things they shall not return from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Okay? And this is what's going to happen. But victual, behold, victual should be so good, cheap upon the earth. Right now, they should, even though it's going crazy, it's still, you can still find stuff. That they shall think themselves to be in good case. And people think they're in good case. You got a video of the women in the military dancing. They think they're in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Okay? And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? And this is what we're getting ready to see. Right? Woe, W-O-E, to the world and them that dwell therein. Third world woe. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And this is going to lead to a great massacre, man. That also happened. Hearing massacre, 1922, June 21st. That also happened. And this is what getting ready to lead to, a great massacre, man. Okay? A great massacre on the earth. Mainly here in America. Okay? So Lord willing is edifying. I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise and worship to our power. YAHWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. YAHWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostle, elders, and bishops, and Milson. Peace, citation to the hopeful light. Just a couple of things I saw interesting. All right, on today's date, dealing with this attack on Iran. Till next time, shalom.